Hello.
Welcome all to the show with the pop and the nerd. Yes, it is us, Pop Nerdom.
Yo.
What up?
I'll take it. Shit, let's turn this once on time.
Ooh, look at us. Look at us.
Look at us trying to be aggressively productive. This is your boy Six.
Your boy Hanz. It's
Pop Nerdom, where we talk nerd shit and we enjoy it. We enjoy each other's company. We enjoy each other's pop shit,
Yes, sir.
nerdom shit.
Yes, sir.
And we just talk to each other. You have
Yes, sir.
fun. So
What up, bro?
I've been good, man. How are you?
Good, sir. Got a new job. Start the 24th. I'm excited.
Whoop, 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 whoop,
New job
whoop,
alert.
whoop, whoop, whoop,
New
whoop,
job
whoop,
alert.
whoop, whoop, whoop.
How was your day, sir?
It was good. I had a lot of work to do, so I did a lot of it, and here we are doing the only thing that I was looking forward to today.
Same here, because I had to quit today, so that was kind of great.
So you just quit like today, like I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out.
Good for you.
I had to do it.
Good for you.
Y'all treated me bad. Y'all don't get 2 weeks. Y'all get 2 minutes. Suck it.
Yeah. Fuck whoever your old job was.
Yes. Shout out to my new one. Yeah. Hire nigga.
So let's start popping.
Well,
It says pop doesn't necessarily mean pop, like pop something open. It's more like popular, right?
yes, that's how I feel.
That's how I feel. But
That's how I take it.
I mean, that's what I meant when I said it, when I told you the name. But it's just I've been saying it like with Pringles and shit.
Pop, no snackle.
Anyways, go on.
E3 has...
E3.
Yeah. Revealed a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of shit I really don't care about.
Yeah.
One thing that I really was interested in, they're remaking Final Fantasy VII. And it's going to be 2 discs, just like the original. I think it's the exact same story, just updated.
Better graphics or something.
So I'll play it.
Fuck Final Fantasy.
I let my boy get it, and then I'll do the game share.
Okay.
Not even lying.
No, I respect you for it.
That's
But
how I got Red Dead.
wow. I respect you for that too. I was never a big fan of
Final Fantasy?
no.
I stopped at 7. So
I stopped at 1.
I stopped at 7.
I mean,
but
don't.
I was
I think it looks good. I think it's a good game, but whatever. I mean, that's how I mean about it. But one thing about E3 that I heard, I'm not trying to crash down on your Final Fantasy news.
Oh no, that's
I think Final Fantasy has
cool.
had a following since fucking it came out.
bro, they lost me after 7. I didn't give a shit. You know?
Yeah, right. So I mean, what I mean to say with that is that like nobody gives a fuck if I care about Final Fantasy or not. This is a fucking legitimately
It's a thing, yeah.
Yeah, like yes. But E3, where's my note? Where's my fucking 1920s detective notebook? Hold on. E3 Elden Ring. You heard about that?
No, sir.
It's from a company called From Software. It was written and created by Mr. George R.R. Martin, a.k.a. I'm not writing my fucking Game of Thrones novels because I'm writing fucking video games.
Really?
Really?
That's fire.
Is it fire?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I don't care about, Hansel? A fucking video game that J.R.R. Martin wrote. You know what I do care about? Who's gonna sit in the fucking Iron Throne?
But you know why that shit is dope? Because if you ever played Skyrim, the lores, some of those lores are so dope and things like that. So I can just imagine how, like, I don't know, I feel like it would be a very good story. Like, I don't know about the gameplay or anything like that.
No, but I mean, if George R. R. Martin, if J.R.R. Tolkien was alive today, when he wrote Lord of the Rings. You know what I'm saying? Like if there were video games then too, like he probably would have made like a bazillion dollars. Like let me make a quick video game that the father of all modern fantasy wrote. You know, I understand all of that. Write your fucking book, Martin.
Yes.
Write the fucking book. I just want you to finish your fucking book.
R.
At least there's 2 books missing. At least give me one. And then you can go on and write whatever the fuck you want. I mean, honestly.
I love your shirt, by the way.
This one? Yeah, thanks.
Fire. Gang.
Gang, gang, gang. Not that J.R.R. Martin shouldn't do what he wants to do. He, of course, come on, he's a free person. He's a human being. And I actually like the guy. I think he's fucking with it. I really like him a lot. But come on, man, you've had people waiting. You make people wait fucking decades to get a fucking story done. And I understand that you want to make money. Obviously, you want to live. I understand all of it. But don't make me wait for a fucking book because you're writing a video game, bro. I'm a little pissed at him. He doesn't know me. He doesn't listen to this. I'm pissed at him.
After Uncharted and games like that, even Red Dead itself, I'm with it.
Okay.
I like that they actually got a writer.
Well, I mean, I'm with it that he's doing a game. I mean, I'm definitely with it. I just wish he would have done it in between the 2 books. He's missing 2 books. Give me one, and then you can do fucking $1 billion for your video game, and then give me the other book.
Very true.
Maybe I should shut the fuck up because he's a millionaire. He doesn't care. What else for me? 3?
Breath of the Wild. They're gonna make a new one. This what I found very interesting that the developers were playing a lot of Red Dead, so it's a lot of influence. So that's pretty cool.
That's gonna be good.
That's pretty cool because that shit was a 9.9. That shit was out of the park. One of the highest rated games. You know what I mean? Ever.
You mean Red Dead?
No.
Oh, okay.
The first Zelda. So the fact that they're like, oh, we can add, you know what I mean? It's always dope when they're like, yes, we can improve.
And Elder Scrolls hasn't had a game since the first one?
No, Elder Scrolls has 5.
Okay.
No, 4. And I think, 5 or 4 or 5. And I know one is coming in like a few years. It doesn't develop and all of that. But the one Elder Scrolls Online, bro, holy crap. So many DLCs and stuff like that. They milking people. I stopped playing it because it was just too repetitive, you know what I mean? But at first, it was so good. I would like to play Skyrim, though, again, on the PS4 because it's by yourself. Because Skyrim is just you by yourself. Elder Scrolls is online, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I have Skyrim. I played for like 10 minutes. I was like, this is going to take my whole life away.
Your whole life, your whole existence.
I'm so good. I don't have
everything,
the time.
Everything. And the things that I forgot more about, like mostly all the story. Mm-hmm. So if I play it, would be like the first time.
I don't need to play it because I think I'm good. But I think it's exciting when things like that happen, when you get new games, people taking care of the shit. And like I said, man, it's like fucking Battle Chasers. You know what Battle Chasers is? That comic book, Battle Chasers?
No, sir.
So this guy came out with this comic book called Battle Chasers. And then everybody's in love with the artwork. Everybody's in love with the story. He has like a issue 0 of the book that was so fucking rare that within the first year that the issue 0 came out, it was like over $1,000 to get a copy of it. And this motherfucker, he was doing covers for video games, like the artwork for video game covers. And he was like, you know what? I don't give a fuck about the fans of the comic book. I don't give a shit. I was just writing that because I wanted to, and I'm done. And he fucking just left it halfway through the story.
Drop the mic on him.
You think that's fair, bro?
Fuck y'all, I'm out.
That's not.
It's not.
It's not cool.
Like
That's not cool.
Because that's how I feel about How to Make It in America. Like, damn.
Right. Like, leave me fucking hanging and shit. But what I'm getting at with that is like what you were saying. Or what I'm getting at with that is like, it's very great when somebody sits down, brings you more of what you like. Until people don't like it. If people start buying it, then fucking get another job or something, Anyways, what else you got? What have you got?
Boom, 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 boom. Ghostbusters, they're like really trying to conceal the fact that there are original from like the original cast on, you know what I mean? Like confirmed and stuff like that, but they're really trying to like keep that thing. I know you're a huge Ghostbusters fan, so.
And so Bill Murray's coming in. And Bill Murray coming out like, I never said I wasn't going to do it. I just mean, And I'm like, Bill Murray, shut the fuck up.
Bruh.
Everybody was on your ass and you said 100 times, the only way I'm coming back is if they kill my character. The only way I'm coming back, I don't want to do that. I already did it. He's somebody suffering. He's like Harrison Ford. Hated Han Solo because he got too much fame from one character maybe. But then, or maybe not. Maybe it's just like he had too much fame from that and maybe he had attention he didn't want or something, whatever. But Bill Murray, bullshit that he wasn't like, I don't want to do this anymore. Bullshit. Because you said it forever. And now they probably waved like $7 million in front of his face and slapped him with it. And he was like, come on. I've always liked Bill. I always liked Dr. Beckman. Anyways, but yeah. They're all coming in, hopefully. Well, they've talked about him. They've talked about maybe Sigourney Weaver.
Is it like 3 of them or something like that?
And they talked about Dan Aykroyd. So poor fucking Winston Sexton, the only black Ghostbusters. The only black Ghostbuster. Ain't nobody talking about him. Because I guess they feel like, well, he'll be back even if we don't ask him. But that's fucked up, bro. I saw that guy making commercials the other day, and I was very sad. Very sad, because I was like, this guy was in The Crow. He was in Ghostbusters. He had, what's his name? Something with an H. I don't remember. But my point is that, and I'm not going to look for it. It's okay. My point is that Ernie Hudson. So Ernie Hudson, great fucking comedian actor. He was the one that, I mean, I wanted to be Egon, really. But Egon's not black. You know what I'm saying? So they always treated him like a fucking secondary character in real life. And it feels bad that they're talking about it and they're like, wow, we have 3 people in and we're very happy. That all the 3 white people in and you're very happy.
Well, we got, the most, yeah.
Yeah. Come on. Whatever. But I'm happy. I'm happy that they're coming back. I really am very excited to see how this movie is going to turn out. I really love that it's a passing the torch movie.
Starts filming in 2020.
Starts filming in 2020. Comes out in like 5 million. Year, 5 million.
Have you seen Krypton?
No.
You know what's crazy? Neither have I. And they're giving Lobo.
Yeah, I know. I saw a spin-off. They're giving him a spin-off.
His own fucking shit.
Well, I love Lobo.
Please stop. You're making me blush.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, damn, Krypton's popping
Lobo.
or something. Like, because I don't.
Well, he's in it, so I'm hoping that they make him. I don't know, man. I saw the teaser for Krypton, and I have a problem with how Lobo sounds.
And looks.
Well, the look is okay because you can't be like he should have been like a wrestler, painted in the art, in the painting. But I give him a pass on the guy physically. That's cool. But what I don't give him a pass with is that motherfucker is supposed to sound like a drunk, like a trucker. And he sounded like a hey, what's up, man? It's me, Lover.
You 2 little candy asses ain't felt nothing yet.
I was like, oh God, come on.
No.
So I was a little bit disappointed.
That shit popped up on my time. I'm like, damn, this is news. I'm like, Krypton's popping like that. And that just brought me to thing. I'm like, if you 2 shows, 1 30-minute, 1 hour, what would you do? Who would you give a show to? You know what I mean?
A 30-minute show and a 1-hour show?
Yes.
But I'm doing it of something that already exists, or am I doing whatever I want?
But
Is it a comic book show?
Let's make it harder. You're trying to save DC.
Oh, you want me to make a DC show?
Yeah.
For DC.
Yeah.
A 1-hour show and a half an hour show.
Yep.
Okay. I think I will give Deathstroke a half an hour show. Deathstroke is shown to work in Arrow. He's a great character, and if you really dig into Deathstroke and have his own like the comic book series, that shit will be fucking fire. Even if you make it like a cartoon and specifically translate those and modernize it a little bit, I will give that a half an hour show. Now, a 1-hour show is a little tougher, but if it has to be live action, I would give it probably to the Justice League. A Justice League live action show. Huh?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was.
Yeah?
Yeah, no lie. The 30-minute, I'll do a Justice League.
30-minute Justice League?
Yeah.
Live action?
Yeah.
Why? Why so little? Because I feel like you have to build. There's too many characters for you to give a half an hour. If you know, because half an hour makes me think like it should be maybe like a sitcom. So I probably wouldn't even give it to Deathstroke. I probably give it to something that's funnier, like oh my God, what's that comic book with the guy that wasn't meant to be a superhero? Oh, that H for Hero, because that could be an anthology kind of story at the half an hour show. I'll give it to that H for Hero because you can make every episode is a different person. That could be the half an hour or the hour show. I think I'll go a little bit like on the less known side. The Question. I mean, I don't know, man. I like a lot of like really obscure DC characters.
For the 30-minute, it'll have to be something like that, away from the main.
Yeah, like oh shit. Like I probably give it to like the Question.
Who put that there?
Who put this microphone right in my face?
For the hour, I think I would do Nightwing, just because I love his connection, and you can
that.
have Batman pop in every
Pop
now
in and pop out and leave. But my problem with Nightwing is
I want him to fight Red Hood.
But my problem with Nightwing, yeah, that'll be hot, that'll be fire. But my problem with Nightwing is if you don't have the whole history of Batman, I don't know that. I might be entirely
We
wrong.
can do it in glimpse, though, bro. We can do it as the season progresses. You have
like
just
flashbacks.
Yeah, just flashbacks.
Maybe and that'd be very smart. But I just think the history of Nightwing, like Nightwing, only works because of the history of he has with Batman.
Of why he left.
Why he left, how he
story.
became Nightwing. That Nightwing was actually a Kryptonian superhero. He took the name from Superman. Like there's a lot of DC universe into that show.
Imagine that could be like the first 4 episodes, like the first half until the mid-season finale.
Because everybody does know Batman and Robin.
You know,
So like you can really be like, here's Robin, here's what's happening between him and
last
Batman.
mission. You know what I mean? That they did together. You know what I'm saying?
And then skip like 5 years and then be like, here's Nightwing kicking motherfucking ass.
Hire us.
Boom, DC. Where you at? Where you at, DC? And then for the half hour, something funnier, maybe Justice League International as a cartoon. Oh, that'd be so great. Justice League International? You know what Justice League International?
No, sir.
So Justice League International is this comic book where they were trying to expand the Justice League, or the Justice League had just broken up and they were trying to go a new direction. They hired this team. They were making very funny books. And you can modernize it a little bit again, you know? And they were fucking like, it was fucking fantastic because it was Booster Gold, the Blue Beetle, Batman, Black Canary, just these characters that were like a bunch of second tier characters, and Batman. And Batman has no time for these motherfuckers, and they're all just like clowning around doing shit like, yo, like telling each other jokes in the middle of a fight. And Batman's like, can you seriously pay attention to this shit? And they'd be like, yeah, well, hold on, Bats. Let me get into this. So that could be like a half an hour even live action. But I just feel like half an hour is time to make it funny, or make it too pulp. Like the question would be great, like a pulp, half an hour show.
Dororo. Watching Dororo.
Ooh. So,
yes,
I had been watching. I put it before in our channel. I know I'm giving props to another channel, but I love Getting the Robot. Getting the Robot is a YouTube channel about anime, and they talk about all aspects of anime. Remember, I told you about the one about they talk about racism. I was watching one where they were talking about hair, eyes, like they have different, like why anime is called a segment that they have, and they were talking about this show, and I think they were talking about hair and why why hair is the way that it is in anime.
Hyakimaru, a ronin whose pointy ponytail captures his feisty, untamable spirit.
Why is it spiky? And like there's a lot of like, well, you wanted the silhouette to have a certain looks that off the bat what you're looking at. And American animation has kind of absorbed that too, like silhouette is very important. Anyways, they mentioned this cartoon, but I don't know that was the subject. I can't really remember. But I saw that they mentioned this this cartoon. And I was like, "Ooh, let me look into that. Let me look into this cartoon because it looked super interesting. It's about a samurai, and it's very like straightforward. It looks like very Akira Kurosawa-ish." And I was like, "I gotta take a look at this shit." So, as you were coming in talking about like, "Hey, have you heard about this?" Because I know that I looked for it in anime. I looked in there to see if they had it, and they only had the modern ones. So I was like, "Oh, well, let me see if I can find the original one." And I found it on YouTube. So that's on my list to watch. So when you mention it, but I haven't watched, I've only watched a couple of frames of it here and there.
I watched the first episode of the new one.
So I'm very excited to watch the old one. I don't know how many episodes are on it. And then jump into the new one to see how that looks. But I might be able to watch the new one first because it's very short compared to like the old one. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how many seasons or episodes that has. It looks badass. It looks amazing. The new one looks beautiful because I've seen the thumbnails in the episodes, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch the fuck out of this."
I really enjoyed the first episode, so I was like, "Okay, definitely, it got me."
All right, we down. Update on Dragon Ball Z. I'm up to Cell.
¿Qué pasó contigo? No me digas que te quedaste dormido.
The slowest fucking movie. The Cell was.
Gotta get the one-handed Kamehameha. Father-son Kamehameha.
Cell was what made me quit Dragon Ball Z. Because there was so much fighting about him not absorbing number 17 and 18. And then he absorbed 17. And he kept growing more and more powerful. And motherfuckers were getting killed. And then I was like... Or not killed, like Piccolo and Tenshinhan. Like, it was just like, look, Dragon Ball Z, get to the fucking point. And I was like, if this happens next episode, I'm quitting. And that's where I quit. And then, funny enough, I started watching Majin Buu in Japanese. I don't speak Japanese.
Yo, that's how I watch.
Nani?
That's how I watch most of it, honestly.
No, but I don't mean with subtitles.
No, yeah, same. Yeah, same.
I just mean in Japanese.
Same here. I had a link. You know what I'm saying?
Nani? So, which is my favorite thing that they say. Whenever they like dramatically be like, what did you say? Nani? So I'm loving Dragon Ball Z, watching it like this because I can skip a lot of it. I'm like, look, I'm 10 seconds skipping through, blah, blah, blah. Let me get to the fucking punch somebody.
Yeah.
No, man, like I don't care about it. And most of the times the fighting bores me so much because they do so much of the same that I'm skipping towards somebody talks. Like somebody outside of the fight. Like Bulma's flying in with a control and I'm like, oh yeah, Bulma, let me see what you're up to.
What you doing? Hey, Bulma.
So yeah, man, but I'm down with this. Once I'm done with Dragon Ball Z, I'm gonna take a little Dragon Ball break because I went from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z. And like I said, like I missed most of Cell when I originally watched it. I think I came back like halfway through the Cell tournaments, the Cell games with Mr. Satan.
Yes.
My favorite
Yes.
fucking character of all time, which made me watch again. And then it went on hiatus in the United States, and then I caught it in Japanese with Majin Buu. And I was watching Majin Buu, not understanding a single fucking thing that we're saying.
It's all right because the body language says everything.
You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
The eyes. You ever seen Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
I have never seen any Full Metal Alchemist.
You should see Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. You should put that on your watch list.
Yeah?
It's 50 episodes, done, straight through.
Okay.
Filler, very little. They have a story to tell.
Okay.
It's one of those things that they're like, yo, we got 50 episodes, 51 episodes or some shit like that. It's Brotherhood. And it's layers to that shit.
So do I need to know the history of Full Metal Alchemist to get into Brotherhood?
No, not at all. It's the same. I guess somebody was like, no, I think we can do it better. And then just said,
Oh.
yeah, because the first one wasn't it.
All right.
It was super canonized. You know, too much. It was.
I got you. Is it like soap opera, the original one? Because I know.
Yes. The second one is meat and potatoes.
Because when I used to work overnights, and it was on Cartoon Network. So I used to work overnights. I used to put on Cartoon Network. So it used to be Full Metal Alchemist, Big O, Cowboy Bebop.
Just to think about it, this in the third, fourth episode, something crazy happens, yo. That when I recall in my memory, I think it's so later in the series, but it happens.
It happened like so early on.
Oh, and I'm like, oh my god, they get into the thick of it already. Bro.
Yeah, so I mean, Full Metal Alchemist is one of those shows that
Please.
I would grab like half an episode because it was always on, and I would be like, all right, let me see what the fuck they're talking about.
Yo, it's good.
And it'll be like the big robot with the little kid's voice, and I was like, nah, I'm out.
It's dope though. Al is so
right.
dope. Al is so fire, bro.
All right, I'll give it a check out.
Like honestly, it's really worth it just because it's deep on many levels. And it's 50 episodes and you're done.
Yeah, that's
and it's not
that's
coming back, and there's no prequel, and there's
That's good.
none, you know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
I'm good with that.
And Netflix butchered the live action, but whatever.
Yo, Netflix, I sent you something Netflix was doing.
Yes.
Jurassic Park animated
Yes,
cartoon that looks
yes.
like absolute fucking trash. I don't need it. Nobody needs it.
Yo, then that's what I told you. That's when I was like, yo,
Netflix getting desperate, bro.
yeah, they're just like, please, yes, you have an idea,
Yo,
like, highlight us.
is this not Disney? No? All right, so I'll take it.
Yup. Basically.
Let me see, because I know that I sent you something here, like a video that I was like, hey, do you look at this? And I sent you the thing about the Legend of Zelda sequel.
Yes.
I got like 10 seconds. Like I don't have a problem with the Legend of Zelda. I don't. I actually, what's it called? Legend of Zelda, the one for the Switch. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. It's too. I don't like worlds. I mean, except for Red Dead. I don't like big world, like big open sandboxes.
I love shit like that.
Nah, man, I get really tired real quick. But I don't know. Netflix. Sorry that I got out of subject. Netflix seems like they're desperate. Whatever you got, they're making a show out of it. You seen that trailer for that Rain show?
Yeah, bro.
What the fuck is that show even about?
The fact that they've nothing. They've missed on every anime remake that they've done, live action. They've missed on it. The fact that they keep pushing it, I don't know. I mean, I know you gotta try and all that, but I'm like, maybe that's not y'all thing,
Maybe y'all need to get better fucking people to take care of that shit.
or maybe that's just not y'all thing. That's okay.
I mean, but it's one thing because
Keep with the cartoons.
have we not known those anime
Yeah.
and then we seen it, it's not like how we not known and we seen it. It was good. It's just we hate it because we know the anime. It's that it's shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
not
bad.
good.
It's not bad. Even if you erase prior information of the cartoon,
Yeah, it's bad.
if you present it as a brand new thing,
It's
just shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm very scared for Cowboy Bebop, but I'm hoping they learn from their mistakes.
Let's see, bro. Let's see. I'll tell you one thing about them. I give to them. They're good. They are quick to cancel. They don't play that. They're like,
They don't
ah,
play
this ain't
that
working.
shit.
Bye.
No. That shit, nobody watch it.
But
Goodbye.
give me millions of dollars to mess something up.
Yo, please.
Come.
Please.
That's what I want, is
I will fuck,
opportunity to
I
mess
will
some
fuck
shit
it
up.
up so bad you don't have
You
to
don't
pay me
even know
ever again.
What? What?
They'd be like, where you put the money at? I'd be like, my pocket.
Like that's how it's gonna happen. Like give it to me. I'm gonna record myself.
I've heard that Harmony Gold that owns Robotech. This motherfucker's right here. That owns Macros, not Robotech. Well, Harmony Gold owns the rights, the American rights to everything, and they own Robotech. Yes, I said it wrong. Might be losing their rights to the Macros shit and everything that they own. So thankfully, with the grace of God, they will lose it, and then we can watch a translated. Maybe not. I don't need it, but they can. Like, I don't have to buy like imported versions of Macros that cost me fucking $8,000 because Harmony Gold owns it and they don't let me fucking own it. Fuck Harmony Gold.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. You have no idea how fucking horrible they are, dude. They fucking suck. They suck. They're the reason we don't have more Macros shit in the United States. We don't have. There's 4 different Macros cartoons series. We only have the first one because it's married into Robotech. Macros 2 came out because it came from another angle, so like they were able to Macros 0. I mean, shit that we can't own. I just want a Macros collection that I can have where I have all my Macro shit and I don't have to watch it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And I can actually own it because I like to own, as you can tell by the mess that I own, that I like to own shit.
I like to own the shit you love.
Fuck you, Harmony Gold.
Fuck you, Harmony
You
Gold.
motherfuckers. I hope you lose your rights.
Well, yeah.
That was a little angry. I'm sorry. There's something else that fuck. You know, I'm sorry. I hate doing this. Like going into this when we're talking. But there was something else that I saw that was coming to Netflix.
Hopefully something good.
That I know that I wanted to talk to you about because it was like ugh. I hear this. Okay. So
Gonna be right here where you are.
so Netflix has gotten the rights to the Chronicles of Narnia.
What they're gonna do with a TV series?
I don't think that's a bad idea. I
Yeah,
don't
me
think that's
neither.
a bad thing.
Me neither at all. They could kill something like that.
Well, or they can actually make it great.
No. What I'm saying, no, kill it. Like make it good. Like
Oh,
do some
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
yeah.
There
I'm
was.
with it.
I don't know if you ever seen The Dark Crystal,
No.
because that's way before. That's like creepy Jim Henson shit. But Netflix is coming out with a Dark Crystal TV prequel, serialized prequel. Sorry, that if you love The Dark Crystal, fucking amazing. It's amazing to have it. So The Dark Crystal is basically Muppets. Is a movie made Jim Henson, the Muppets, Sesame Street, every Muppet that you know comes from Jim Henson. Made a movie with these Muppets where there's something called the Dark Crystal. It has all this power, and these creatures wanted to have it so bad that they split into the evilness of them held the Dark Crystal, and the goodness of them became protectors of the planet, so the planet wouldn't break apart, kind of thing. And there's this little elf-like things that figure it out. They found a shred of the Dark Crystal, which is what was missing. Bring it together, put the Dark Crystal back together, make the whole planet come back. I don't know. It's a very weird story. It's like high fantasy.
Sounds weird as fuck.
It's an absolute acid trip. Absolute acid trip. But good for Netflix for keeping it with the Muppets, with the shit exactly like it looked in the movie as a prequel. It is gonna be fantastic. if you like that sort of thing. But it's not a weed high kind of show. It's a mushroom high kind of show.
Oh, it's real weird.
Like it's really fucked up weird, right?
Speaking of weird, I feel like fucking when Nickelodeon announced that they're bringing back Are You Afraid of the Dark, and I was like, damn, I don't care. You know why? Because that shit would have been fire on Netflix or on Hulu if they would have bought it.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that shit on the cookie cutter fucking Nickelodeon. And Are You Afraid of Dark is so cool.
Well,
But I don't want to. No, just like what in my mind, what I thought it could be on Netflix or on Hulu, because it could be a little more grim. You know what I'm saying? But on Nickelodeon, we'll get the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just I don't know. I feel that you're right. Have you let it loose somewhere else that can have more PG-13, a more PG-13 approach to it than a PG?
Yeah, that cookie could. That shit damn near G.
But anyways, let me see. I'm doing a very, 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 very quick scan of what's coming, and nothing that I want to talk about. Everything is as we want. The Picard show is coming soon. There's a lot of shit coming out on Netflix. What's happening? What's happening at HBO? What's happening in the couple of weeks since Game of Thrones was over? Ain't nobody know.
Some show. You know, I'm gonna give Barry a try. I heard Barry's good.
I heard Barry's very good. I'm just watching Dragon Ball Z, but I can watch Barry.
I feel you. I'm watching anime too, so
I'm watching Dragon Ball Z, and I'm about to watch 3 more animes that you just gave me 2 of. So, sorry, HBO. Hope you're doing okay. Well, now that I know that we ran out of time and we're doing this on the split, let's do this to each camera. Goodbye.
yes.
Thank you.
Peace out.
We love you.
Keep on rocking in the free world.
Pop Nerd.
Nerd.
That's the end of the video, and bye. Don't forget to subscribe. That's it.